welcome back to my table. Happy summer. Today's recipe is going to satisfy your sweet tooth. I've actually gotten quite a few requests for this recipe, so I'm really excited to share it with you. Today, we are making Joanna Gaines' French silk pie. So for me, French silk pie always reminded me of Thanksgiving. We would always have it, and that was the pie that everyone fought over. But I recently made it, and I realized this is the perfect summer dessert. It's really easy to transport, it's cold, and you can make it the night before and clean up and be ready for the next day. I like to break this recipe down into 3 different parts. So we're gonna start with our pie crust. The first thing you have to do is set your oven to 350 degrees, and then you can use a traditional pie crust, but I actually think a cookie crust goes really well with this pie. All you need is chocolate wafers, 1 stick of melted butter, and 1/4 cup of white sugar. So I will get us started with my food processor. You just need 5 ounces of chocolate wafers. This thing is 9, so I'm gonna do my best guesstimate. And then we are just gonna grind this up until it's like really, really fine. So after you grind up the chocolate wafers, you just wanna pour them into a bowl. All you have to do is pour in butter and 1/4 cup of sugar. And then you just mix it all together. So when that's all mixed, we are ready to put it in our pie tin. I just like to buy one that I can throw away. You just pour it in and create your crust. Okay, put together my pie crust. It does not have to be perfect. That's what gives it character. And then this is going in the oven for 8 minutes. Our next part of the recipe is to create our chocolate filling. So what you need is 1 cup of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, and 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. Everything here is going on the stovetop, so come with me. Okay, with no heat on, crack your eggs in the pan. And then we add 1 cup of sugar. Now that the eggs and sugar are in there, we're gonna turn our heat on to low. And this, my friends, is where you get a great arm workout while cooking your pie. Basically, we have to stir this constantly until it gets to 160 degrees. All right, I've been at it for like 5 minutes. So let me check where we're at temperature-wise. 160. Okay, so next what you wanna do is turn the heat off, and I like to move it to a different burner. And then you're going to put in 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. While we let our chocolate mix continue to cool, I'm gonna get you started on part 2 of the chocolate mix. So you'll need 2/3 cup of heavy cream, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and 1/3 cup of softened butter. It's all going into this bowl. So using a hand mixer, we're gonna blend this all together until it has stiff peaks and it's really fluffy. So this part of the chocolate filling is all done. I can see the stiff peaks. I'm gonna set it aside and we're gonna go back to part 1 of our chocolate filling. This is the part of the recipe where you're creating the fluffiness of the pie, and that is key for a French silk pie. So our chocolate filling has cooled all the way down, and then using a stand mixer with the paddle attachment, you just wanna pour it into a bowl. So I'm gonna beat this on high for 5 minutes straight. You're gonna notice the color change. Check it out now. You'll see the difference. Do you see that color change, that fluffiness? That is what we're looking for. We're gonna combine it with the other part of our chocolate mix and we will be ready to pour it over our pie crust. The last step for the chocolate filling is we just have to fold our powdered sugar mixture into the chocolate. Finally, we get to pour our chocolate filling over our pie crust. So this needs to chill in the fridge for 4 to 6 hours. I'm actually gonna leave it overnight. That's what I really like about this recipe, is it can be done completely ahead of time. I will see you tomorrow morning to put our finishing touches on our French silk pie. Good morning! It is time to get our French silk out of the fridge and put the finishing touches on our pie. All we have to do now is make our homemade whipped cream and our chocolate shavings. So the whipped cream, all you need is a pint of heavy cream, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. 1 pint of heavy whipping cream is a lot. I always do a little less and it's more than enough whipped cream. So you wanna whip the heavy cream by itself first and then we'll add in the vanilla and the powdered sugar. Okay, now that we've whipped the heavy cream just a little bit, we can add in our vanilla extracts and our powdered sugar. So our homemade whipped cream is all done. Now we get to put it on top of the pie. And finally, a very important part of the French silk pie is the chocolate shavings on top. So we just go back to the unsweetened chocolate and grate it right over top. Okay, you guys, that is how you make a homemade French silk pie, the perfect dessert. Now everyone, go make your own French silk pie and tag me in it.